At ease. It's your boy Soul Immortal. I want to talk about happiness, right? Because at the end of the day, that's really all we're all trying to get to. We're all just trying to find that level of happiness that we know exists, right? You think about Pharrell. A few years ago, brother Pharrell made a song called Happy, man, and the song just went through the roof, man. Every household, in America, if not pretty much the whole globe, was feeling this song, right? You think about the movie that Will Smith had called The Pursuit of Happiness, man, that a lot of people could identify with, And then you think about, even the declaration of this country that says, that we are to protect, life, liberty, and the pursuit of this happiness, right? So again, happiness is at the top of everyone's list. But here's the thing about happiness. Happiness can't be pursued. It can only be had. Let me explain.
Is it not written in your law that ye are gods? You understand what I'm saying? So it just depends on what level you on based on, whether you're human or whether you're immortal.
Now, this is why the mindset of pursuing happiness has destroyed a society, has destroyed, people all around us, right? It's because when you think that happiness is something that you're pursuing, it just puts you in a mindset that happiness is always just around the corner. Happiness is always, just one street away, just one person away, just one thing away. And it puts you in the energy of that happiness is something that's outside of you. And I'm telling you, happiness is something that can never be pursued. It can only be had. You know what I mean? And just look at the results that people get, in this pursuit of it, right? Think about people in relationships. Now, a man can be in a mindset and say, you know what, I'm not entertaining women at all unless she checks all of these boxes, right? Right? He levels up himself, he gets his mind right, he gets his body right, and he attracts this high vibrational woman that checks these boxes, right? She can be the woman that, she's doing all the cooking, she's cleaning, she's catering, she's doing all these things. And a man will be like, man, I found my 5% woman, right? But I'm telling you, if he's a brother that's still in this mindset of one that pursues happiness, I'm telling you, brothers, in a very short amount of time, he's going to look at that woman and say, you know what? Like, she's not it. Like I thought she was it. Yes, she's checking these boxes, but yeah, there's still something she's lacking. Because in his mind, he's gonna think, well, that next one is gonna be the one. He's in that pursuit of happiness mindset, and you can't get it out, out of your mind, right? It's no different with women. Women do the exact same thing. Oh, girl, I want a man that's X, Y, and Z. He got to be this, and then they'll get this brother. And these be the same sisters that have a man that's looking out for them, taking care of them, doing X, Y, and Z. But they still for the streets on the weekend because they're still in this mindset of pursuing happiness. You know what I'm saying? I always talk about people in relationships and a lot of it going south because of generational trauma or things we've seen growing up. But to be honest, a lot of it is because, our society is still looking for something that they assume is not inside of them. You know what I'm talking about? Even when it comes to, and we talk about this a lot, even when it comes to like material things, brothers, I'm telling you, and most of y'all know this now, most of y'all that watch this channel, there's if you're trying to get your happiness, if you're trying to fulfill that itch by purchasing items, by buying homes and cars and all these things, brother, I'm telling you, you're in for a long ride. You're in for a long ride that will never end. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand this. You have to understand that this pursuit of happiness or this, us trying to always get these things, you have to understand that all we're trying to do is fill a void. You know what I'm saying? Like I always talk about this void. I always talk about this space, right? I said a man should have this space in his heart, that's only for the Most High. It's not for his wife, it's not for his kids, it's not for his parents, it's not for anybody else. It's not for his possessions. It's only for his communication with the Most High. And the thing is, if a man hasn't filled that void with that source, he's going to have to fill it with all these things. So in other words, he'll never find a true level of being content. He's always trying to fill this void, right? So even if he gets, the certain car or the certain type woman, there's still going to be something missing, and he's not going to know what it is, right? I'm telling you, man, this happiness that everyone is looking for is inside, man. It's inside, and you have to tap in to get it. The other day, man, we were on the Power Circle, in a Power Circle meeting. If you brothers haven't checked out the Power Circle, I'm telling you, it's powerful and it's getting ready to grow, man. I'll leave a link in the description. But we were on the Power Circle meeting last Sunday, and a brother that's very close to me, man, brother Sinclair. Brother Sinclair came on and said, we were talking about this happiness and this peace, right? And Brother Sinclair said, man, I was in them streets, man, for a number of years. Like that was my thing, man. I was in them streets. I was getting the bag. I had the money. I had the ladies. Life was good, right? And he ended up going to prison, right? Matter of fact, he said, I think Sunday was his 10-year anniversary of being out of prison. And he said, man, the crazy thing happened while I was in there. He said, I found this place inside of me, man, that I didn't even know existed, right? I found myself in a cell with no one, with nothing else to have, no possessions, and I found this energy that I've been looking for in the streets the whole time. And he says, now that I'm out of prison, man, he said, I can go out. I think the brother said, I can go out and get the Lambo right now if I want. I can go out and get the plethora of women if I want to, man. He said, but I found this peace, and now this is my happiness. And I'm telling you, man, until a man finds that, I'm telling you, brother, if a man stays in this pursuit of something, assuming that it's outside of him, assuming that it's just around the corner, brother, I'm telling you, man, you finna live a long, hard, destitute life, man. Because I'm telling you, this happiness that all of us are looking for, brother, it's on the inside of us, man. So how does one find this happiness? I would say that a man must first be grateful, man. I'll just pause because, of course, all of us are trying to strive and get new things. That's part of life, expansion, right? Experiencing new things. But, man, a lot of times I'll just pause and I'll just, look at what I have, man. I'll look at the health of me and my family, my son, and I'll look at, my living conditions. I'll look at, I have a nice car to drive, and I'll think about the times when I didn't have that. I'll think about the times where I was losing everything or had lost everything. I'll think about the times where my son didn't live with me. I'll think about the times where my family maybe weren't as close. And I'll just sit back, man, and I'll say, man, I'm grateful, man. And I'll say, you know what? If nothing ever changes going forward, if nothing ever gets better for me, I'm happy, man. I'm content. You know what I'm saying? And what that does is that's what fills that void. That gratefulness, that's what fills my cup. That's what makes it so easy for me to manifest new things because I'm satisfied. I'm grateful, right? And the second thing is, man, as far as finding this happiness, I would say, to seek that frequency. And when I say seek that frequency, what I mean is the Bible says to seek ye first the kingdom, right? But I like to say seek that frequency, and when I say that, I mean, straight up, seek that higher power, seek the source, seek God, whatever you want to refer to that as, the universe. Seek that, man. And when the Bible says to seek that first, it took me a while to understand what that meant. Because when a man reads that at a young age, seek ye first the kingdom, it's like, okay, I see that. But I'm looking around me, man, and I'm seeing my brothers winning. I'm seeing my brothers with the baddies. I'm seeing my brothers get the good jobs and having fun with life. And you telling me to seek ye the kingdom? What are you talking about, right? But I'm gonna tell you why that's so important, man. Because it says seek ye first the kingdom, and after that, all these other things will be fulfilled. I'll tell you why it's important to seek that frequency first. Because if you don't, and I've lived a life where I didn't seek it first, if you don't, then this essence that's in us, this power that we have, this void that we're trying to fill, it's gonna be saturated with these things that we buy, right? Okay, it sounds like nothing's wrong with that. You're still in good position. But when life happens, and it's gonna happen to you at some point in time, where you're on the with the ebbs and flows of this world, and you're on the downturn, and you start to lose these things. The fact that your power, that your energy is so tied up into these things, brother, you're gonna lose your mind. What do you think depression comes from? What do you think, these high levels of anxiety come from? It's because people have put their energy into the other person in the relationship. That they put the energy in the Escalade. They put their energy in the Gucci belt. You know what I'm saying? And now that it's gone, they're like, you know what? Now my whole life is gone. I don't even know how to function now. But if you seek that frequency first, if you attach to that God frequency, then brother, even when you're going through those down times, you'll be able to look at the world through that third eye. You'll be able to see the meaning of it. You'll be able to see the good in it, man. So yeah, man. All I'm trying to say is that this entire world, man, is now in a pursuit of happiness mindset. And I'm telling you, as long as you are in pursuit of happiness, brother, on God, you will never find it. You know what I'm saying? So just remember, happiness cannot be pursued. It can only be had, brothers.
He gives actual quotes that you probably never even heard before. He said that Henry Ford was aware of it. All of them were aware of it. This is the secret inner teachings that Napoleon Hill was not necessarily able to give out. This is one of the things that's missing from the secret. You are actually a broadcast tower that's broadcasting energy into the universe. And you wonder why you get the results you get and the people show up in your life, because it's what you're broadcasting.
It took me the longest out, when things weren't going my way, I was like, you know what? There's something I'm not doing. And I was trying to figure out what that thing was. I would go to these books and say, you know what am I not doing? What do these people know that I don't know? What do I see people that are succeeding? Like, what do they know that I don't know?